Good day, creatives. This is the voice of Tolulope Julius, and today we are going to be replicating this design. So this design I made for a peanut brand, right? And we're going to be learning layout, everything, and how the design came out to be this beautiful in the end. So let's get started. So first of all, you want to get the size of your canvas, right? So we click on these three dots up here, click on image size, then you can see the width. Ensure you copy this width and you use it accordingly. Ensure you copy it. So the width is 1120 and the height is 1280. So ensure you take note of this so that I can get the exact size I used. Okay, now let's come to our background and change the color to, let's change it to black. Now let's begin from scratch. So now we want to import our elements, right? Our background and every other thing. So come to import. So I have a folder where I kept all the documents, masterclass. So this is our background. So you could just come to your resize and increase it to 100, then click on the good button, then you lock it. Let's ensure it's at the middle of the page. So you align vertically, align horizontally. Oh my god. Let me increase it a bit. Okay, so this is okay. So you lock it. So now the next thing we want to get in now is our peanuts, our bowl of peanuts. So let's get it to be here. So here is it. You just resize it a little bit as usual. Okay, so now you can see that this particular bowl of peanut is really, we can like make the texture a bit brighter than this. Let's reduce the size a little bit. So now come to our color filter. Sorry. Here is our color filter. Click on it, increase the saturation a bit so it could pop a bit, not too much, because when you click it becomes something else. So not too much, just to make the color pop up. Then of course increase the brightness, then the contrast a little bit, so you can see it's now looking like a very, very fresh peanut. Let's reduce it. So take note of the saturation 7, brightness 25, and contrast 5. Let's reduce the brightness a bit. So let's say brightness 22. Okay, this is not bad. So now it's looking like our bowl of peanut is flying. So we need to get a shadow. Okay, so for you to get a shadow, you can come to shape. This lower tab, just reduce it. You can increase it, you can just reduce it and cover it up. Then next thing you now do is you come to stroke. So first of all, you move the opacity to 0. Okay, come to stroke and increase it to 40, then close it up. So it was open, close it up. Just click on this down, please close it up. After that, you increase the blur radius. So you are done. So you can now reduce it a bit, and let's make it longer. Let's make it longer so you can feel the bowl. Oh, this is too long. It's too long. Let's reduce this a bit. So you want your designs to look as real as possible. So you don't want to put a bow that is flying. So that's why a shadow is very, very important. So let's reduce the opacity of this particular this thing is too thick. So let's come here to opacity. We have the stroke opacity, so let's reduce it a little bit. Okay, so this is not bad. Okay, this is okay. okay, 45. So now we need to come to your layer and rearrange it so that the shadow goes beneath the bowl. So you click on these 3 dots here, take it down. Very good. Do you now see that it's now looking under? Very good. So next we now bring our jar of peanuts. So this is it. Some of you might be wondering how I was able to get most of these images. AI. The use of AI, understanding AI in designing cannot be overemphasized. It's very, very important. Very, very important. When you go online, you might not really see a beautiful jar as this filled with peanut and looking so realistic. But with AI, anything is possible. So let's increase the saturation, increase the brightness so it could pop, and the contrast. Okay, let's just use the same method we used here so it won't be different. So 722.5, 722.5. Let's go down. So remember, repetition in design is very, very important. So let's still add a shadow underneath the jar so that it won't look like I'm flying away. So we could just come here. This is your layout button, this particular one. Let me show you so that you don't get confused. So this particular one, this is your layer. So when I say layer, this is the button I'm referring to. So you come to your layer button, you click on this where you see this pen, like a pen, click on it. Then this is your copy. Let me go back again. When you click your layer button, you come here, you click on this particular, click on this particular icon here. So when you click on it, you now click on copy. This is the copy icon. This is the copy icon. So you copy it and then you have it here. So you have to, let's reduce it a bit and bring it under. Okay, you can just reduce the size a bit. Reduce the size a bit and bring it under it. So let's take it up a bit so that it won't be. Okay. So now what we now want to do is to what? Let's take it to the back. Okay, I want us to make this darker. Very good. So it now looks like it's standing on something or it's staying on something. So please don't forget to save your work, because the greatest regret you can ever have as a designer is that after you finish working and OMG, your works disappeared. Why? Because you refuse to save. So let's call this, I don't use the word peanuts, so let's say nuts. So nuts. So ensure you keep saving gradually, keep saving. So keep saving. So let's come to my project, click on nuts. Okay, so we've opened it now. We keep saving it though, so that it doesn't get missing and now lead us to wasted effort. So now next we want to bring that little peanuts, that one inside a brown, is it a brown bowl now? Yeah, this one. Let's reduce it a bit. So many of you might be curious, how did I get this? How did I get all of this? Yes, that's where research comes in. As a designer, you have to research. I mean research. Now this is it. It's now looking on the table, like on the table. But let's copy our shadow. Let's copy. Let's bring it down here. You have to learn how to research. It is very, very important. Oh no. So let's make it longer, a bit longer, a little bit, so that it will be very visible. Okay, yes, it's the whole part it's covering. So here you go. Good. So remember to for repetition, let it all be the same. So 7 22 5. As you advance, you learn how to get all this in, how to get images for your designs. So now we have arranged all our elements. Very, very beautiful. So the next thing we want to bring in is this shape. A shape where we can write order, what you can order in, and all those things. So bring it this way. Then we curve the edges, okay? We curve the edges. So we're going to use a gradient color. Now when we mean gradient color, we mean two colors, right? Two colors that blend together. So, and I'm going to be picking my colors from the background. So I'll come to edit. I come to edit. I come down to fill color, and I click on this plus sign here. You see this plus sign, click on it. Then you come to this color picker, like I already taught you in the first flyer. You come to this color picker, come to the main background, then pick this deep colored orange. Pick it. No, this is too deep. Too deep. Still too deep. Okay, let's use this one, right? Then okay, sorry, I'm supposed to come to gradient. Sorry, so I already pre-picked it already before design, so I'll just show you. So use this color code. Ensure you copy it, FF for 200. That's the color code for the left side. Then this is the color code for the right side, FF876. So copy it out and use it for your image. But now let's say, for instance, I have this and I want to get that particular kind of color. There are different patterns, okay, like different patterns where your gradient can actually be in. There are different patterns. So look at these squares up here, all these ones up here. These are the various patterns you have. You can have it like this, you can have it like this way, you can have it from the center, you can have it above. So these are the various patterns we have. So we are using this particular one, the first one. So you click on this particular color, this thing here. I don't want this video to be long, but let's go. This particular one, you click on it. When you click on it, you come to this buckets where we call it fill to fill. So you click on it, you come to this particular one, this one that is looking like a dropper, right? A dropper. So you click on it like I showed in the previous video. Then now pick any color here. So this is going to be for this side. Then for this one, now pick a lighter color. So we're going to come here and pick a lighter color. I want that yellow, that sharp yellow. So just keep moving this cursor around it. This one, just keep moving it. Just keep moving it till you get the color you want. Okay. I'm still not satisfied. I'm looking for a very bright yellow, just the way I can see here. So just find that yellow, right? Okay. Or we can just increase this one up. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Holy Spirit, help me. We want to get a very, very bright yellow. So let's try to zoom in, okay? You can click on this zoom. Let's try to zoom in so we can just pick that yellow we are looking for. Because I actually picked it earlier on. Holy Spirit, why is it now difficult to find? Okay, Okay, just try to see how you can find that particular yellow, but because of time we'll be using this particular one. Okay, we're using this particular one, so you just place it here, and of course just place it accordingly. Okay, then you now click the good button. Now you don't want this particular shape to be in front, it has to be behind. You go to your layer and rearrange it, so you just long press this particular place, take it down. So good, you have this, that it is now behind the peanut, right? So now I want to write order in, because now you want to create like a call to action. So the shape creation of that shape where we can put the order in. So shape is a very, very important of element design. It really gives structure. And as someone was asking me on the first day, on day 1, he was asking for the psychology of shapes. So shapes have meanings, right? Shapes has what they stand for. Okay, they have what they stand for. So let's use this. Let's pick something here. Let's just use this design. Let's pick something from the middle. Let's zoom in. I want to pick this exact inner yellow. Then here will be a very, very bright yellow. Okay, got it. So I've gotten it. So as I was saying, shapes have meaning. Okay, so now let's take this to the back so we can have a. So now you can see you have to apply the principle of contrast here. You can't use a light color on a lighter background. So what do we use? Use a darker color. So that is where the principles of design come in. Because I kept saying that it's very good. Now you can see it's more visible. Okay, so we change the font. We'll be using this font, Gibson. Was it Gibson or Luga I use? Okay, Luga. I don't know how you pronounce actually. So let's reduce the size a bit. Let's reduce the size a bit so it stays in the middle. Now for this shape, one thing I did was that I added an inner shadow. Yes, an inner shadow. Was it a white inner shadow I added? Okay, I added an inner shadow. Let's say black inner shadow. Let's reduce it a bit. Then I added a stroke, but the stroke was a black stroke. Let's see. No, this is not it. Let's play around it. It's been quite some time. I designed this I think last year, so I'm just trying to wrap my head around how I went about it. So let's reduce the opacity, right, of this black. So you come here. So let me explain what this particular palette is all about. This one here is for transparent, to make it transparent. This one is to make it white. This one is to make it black. That's just what it is. The video is becoming long, so I might begin to speed up now. I do not want this video to be too long. Yes, I do not want it to be too long. Okay, so we have this here. Okay, let's just leave it this way. Let's use the medium part of this, the medium version of this particular font. So medium. Okay, yeah, medium. Trying to be fast and I'm being nervous at the same time. I really do not want this video to be long. Okay, so we have this. Let's increase the size a bit. and the shape, let's reduce it a bit. Very good. So we have this. Now order in what? Order in bottles. Order in bottles, in jars, in nylons, and in bowl. So we have this put here. So let's reduce the size, and of course change the font. Remember, repetition, that's a principle of design. So every design you actually do, every design you do, you must always keep the principles of design at the front of your mind, not just behind, not at the back of your mind this time around, at the front of your mind, so that it comes in handy. And it can only come in handy when you've actually learnt it, when you've actually understood it, when you've actually taken it in. Let's use regular. No, it's too light. It's too light, sorry. Let's go back to that medium. So you need to understand the principles of design. It's very, very, very important for you to actually be able to make impact with your designs, okay? For you to be able to actually make impact and communicate as you're supposed to, it's very, very important you do what. So I love using these grid lines. So these the grid lines here. It helps alignment easy, make it easier for me. Makes it very, very easy for me. So grid lines are very, very important. So ensure you always don't use it. So you click on this particular one and just adjust it so that you can have a line whereby everything just falls in place. So I leave it that way. So I have to zoom in. I want to add bullet points now. So I come to shapes, I'll come to circle, and I'll reduce it, and bring it very, very close to the bottle. I might not be seeing it, but oh no, I've jeopardized this. No. We go again. So you have to be very, very careful. No. Okay, now this is way too big. So you can come to this relative size and reduce it. Since it's somehow small and your hand might not really be able to fit it, then use your relative position to just position it accordingly. So like this, you click on it, you copy, use your relative position, you bring it down, take it to the side like that, and you have this. Good. Do the same thing again, copy, and just increase the pixels by which it will move, so it can be fast a bit. So I'm still going to add another. Why? Because I want to ensure that this particular bullets are also in alignment. Alignment is very, very important. You have to ensure that everything falls in alignment so that you get the best, you get what you are supposed to get from that design. Because alignment is very, very important. It can't be overemphasized. So you click on it, you use relative position to bring it down, just play around the arrows wherever you want to take it to. Okay, then we now reduce it. Very good. So let's zoom out and see. Okay, now we can see that these circles are too big. You have to reduce them a little bit more. So let's click on one of it and let's relative size. Now this one is way too small. You can just reduce it with your hand a bit, just a little bit. Okay. Now we can see this is much better. So you can just reduce it with your hand a little bit, just to ensure everything is okay. All right, so we can see that they're all in line, right? They're all in line, and this particular one is here. So you can see the power of alignment. No, it's not in alignment yet, because these bullet points are not on the same line with the order. So what we just do, we can just move this order inwards. So you click on this particular shape, and let's just bring the bullet point backwards. So you click on layers. So you can select multiple things. You just click on layers, you click on this icon under this one, you click on it. You click on it, then you now mark all this. When you mark it, then you now come to this particular button, this one that has like a phone and a pen. You click on it, then you can now use your relative position tool and move it. Good. Then you can also move this other guy, so it won't be too far away. So zooming is very, very important. It helps you see clearly, okay, this is exactly what I'm doing, and we have this, and this is already looking beautiful. Okay, so for this particular shape, I also added an inner shadow to give it a little bit of structure. So it was a yellow inner shadow I added, of course. Can you see that? A yellow inner shadow. Then I don't know if I think I added a little bit of stroke with a black stroke. Very good. So you can see how this is already looking. It's already looking very good. Okay, it's already looking very good. Oh my, this video will be coming long. Okay, so let's put in the heading now. Unicrunch peanuts. Unicrunch. Okay, so I use the main color here. This one now. I use the main color here. So we now change the font. I think I used against. Yeah, I used against. Yep, it was against I used. Reduce the size. I wanted it to be in the center, so I used my relative position to move it to the center. So I copied it, brought it down here, and typed peanut. So I feel we need to make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, a little bit bigger. And let's move it to the center of the page. Yeah, something like this. So what size is this? 65. So make this person 65 as well. No. So everything has to be orderly, and repetition. You repeat the size, you repeat what you did for this, what you did for that. It's very, very important. Those are the principles. Those are what make design if there's anything like that. Okay, so we have the brand name, then we now have their tagline. One bite, full delight. Okay, so C is the main color, right? Come to color, then we now use the normal font we've been using. So I can just come to recent and just click anyone that actually goes. Okay, so let's reduce the size, because remember hierarchy, the brand name is supposed to be the largest thing that is there. Then the tagline can just be something just small. So let's move this guy, let's move up this one up, so that there can be space. Remember, your design has to breathe. Just like you tell somebody, I beg, give me breathing space. Yes, so your design has to have breathing space. Okay, so we have this. I feel this is too small. Okay, so we have this now. We have this. Good. So design is finally coming up, and I know you love it. I also do. So next we want to add is our call to action. Yes. So order now. So I want you to see how I repeated shapes here. I did not go and use this particular shape. I had to still curve the edges, because I know I already used something that I curved edges before. so I had to reduce the radius, bring it here. Then I had to get a color. You come back to this guy, you click on color, fill color. So I think the color is just this one, right? The color is just, yes, this is just the color. Nope, let's just pick the color from here. So yes, so we have this. Then I added like a badge, something like a badge, so that I could just give it that feel. Okay, so oh no, so yes, we are still going to also, then I rotated it a bit, still reduce it a little bit and just bring it down here. You can increase it a little bit and just bring it down here. So we are still going to work on the color filters for this one. 722 5, 722 5, 722 5. Good. Okay, then we'll now put, you can just copy this ones. Copy. Order now. So that is it about designs. You have to ensure that there is consistency. It's very, very important. Then copy. Let's add any. Let's put any number that comes to my mind right now. 08070 blah blah TTP. So it's just any random number. Okay. / 0915 may not be complete, but now this particular font does not accept this. So I use a very, very similar font. It's very, very similar. Metropolis medium. Metropolis. Let's use Metropolis semi-medium. Okay. So it's very, very similar to that font. I think I use something that is far apart, just because that font does not allow you to use numbers. So I had to do this. So let's increase this a bit. So we are done. I'm so sorry it took this long. So we are done with this design. Okay, let's make this bold. When it's bold, typography matters a lot. When it's bold, it tends to draw more attention. Okay, so we have this order now, and yes, our design is ready. So what you do next, what you just do next, let's reduce this person a bit. Yeah, so what you now do next, right, is to save your work. Remember to save. So save changes. Let's move this up. So what you do next is to save. You save your work. So you just look at everything. Does everything fall in alignment? Okay, yes, everything is aligned. Very good. Looking very beautiful. Okay. If you want to add this particular one, you remove the opacity. You increase the stroke just a little bit. Okay, reduce it. Then use your eraser tool. There's an eraser tool. Use your eraser tool here. You increase this particular one. Let me show you. Oh my, this video is getting long. Increase this particular one and increase this particular one. So please ensure you like and share. For you to get the resources of this particular design, I need you to give me a screenshot of you liking and sharing this video for you to actually get the resources. For you to get the resources of this design. So let's reduce it again. Okay, I think. So we change just add color from here. So use the same color. Okay, you click on it, you copy it, use your relative, bring it down, take it up, bring it down. Then now there's something we call 3D rotate. So you just rotate it, so you have that, and you bring it down. Okay, you bring it down, so you have this. Bring it down, so you have this. Okay, one thing I forgot to actually do is to improve the color of the background. So let's quickly do that. So let's increase the saturation a bit. Let's increase the brightness a little bit more. Very good. Let's use the 22 and let's use 5 here. Very good. So you now see that the background now pops up. Okay, so our design is ready. So let's quickly save changes and save. Then quickly take it to Snapseed to make it pop. So Snapseed is very, very important. It makes your design pop, like it, because this pixel lab is really dull. You see the difference when we get to Snapseed. So let us quickly save. Ensure you like this video, share it, put in a comment if you love what you are seeing. Let me know in the comment section. Sorry, I'm going to YouTube. Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it to your friends, share it to other graphic designers. Let them know that okay, this is what you click on open. So you have this. Okay, then now come to pop. We allow it to load. Now you can see the difference. When you long press it, see that this one is dull. Now this one pops. This one is dull. Now this one pops. So that is it. You export. And you are done. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. God bless you. Like, share, and comment.